Barker's Beauties, a term coined for the ensemble of models on The Price is Right during Bob Barker's tenure as host, have become synonymous with the show's legacy of glitz, glamour, and behind-the-scenes controversies. While the models, including names like Janice Pennington, Dian Parkinson, and Holly Hallstrom, were celebrated for their charm and on-screen poise, they were also entwined in a series of scandals and legal battles that unveiled a less than idyllic picture of their experiences on the show. Join Facts First as we present the original Price is Right models kept this secret while filming. Barker's Beauties. Barker's Beauties refers to that group of models who appeared on the show Price is Right. It's derived from the show's former host, Bob Barker, who presented the show from 1972 to 2007. The models were dubbed Barker's Beauties in reference to their association with Barker and their role in presenting and demonstrating prizes on the show. The concept of using models to showcase prizes originated with the inception of The Price is Right in the 50s. When the show was revived in 1972 with Barker as the host, the role of the models became more prominent and they became a staple of the show. Barker's Beauties typically presented the various prizes, from household items and cash to cars and vacations, that contestants could win. The models would interact with the various prizes, demonstrating their use or revealing them to the contestants and audience, becoming an integral part of the show's appeal and format. They were known for their charm, poise, and friendly demeanor, and they played a key role in the show's success and popularity. Dian Parkinson. Dian Parkinson, born Diana Lynn Batts on November 3, 1944 in Jacksonville, North Carolina, is a former American model who gained widespread recognition as one of Barker's Beauties. Before her television career, she had achieved success in the pageant world, winning titles such as Miss District of Columbia, USA, and representing Washington, D.C. in the Miss USA pageant. Her modeling career was notably highlighted by her 18-year stint on The Price is Right, from 1975 to 93, where she became one of the most recognizable and enduring models on the show. Her departure from The Price is Right in 1993 and subsequent legal battle cast a shadow over her successful career. In 1994, she filed a lawsuit against the show's host, Bob Barker, alleging sexual harassment. Parkinson claimed she had been coerced into a 3-year sexual relationship with Barker in exchange for job security. Barker denied the allegations, asserting that the relationship was consensual and that Parkinson was retaliating because she had been passed over for a promotional role that would have featured her in showcases on the show. The lawsuit and surrounding media attention brought a scandalous element to the otherwise family-friendly image of The Price is Right. The case was eventually dropped by Parkinson in 1995, citing the emotional and financial strain of the legal battle. Barker maintained his innocence and continued to host the show until his retirement in 2007. Parkinson's career, while significantly marked by her time on The Price is Right and the subsequent controversy, also includes various modeling endeavors, including appearances in Playboy magazine in the 1990s. Holly Hallstrom. Holly Hallstrom was one of the prominent models on The Price is Right, known for a charismatic and lively presence. Born August 24, 1952 in San Antonio, Hallstrom became one of Barker's Beauties in 1977 and remained on the show for nearly 2 decades, becoming a familiar and beloved face to the show's viewers. Her tenure on the show was characterized by her cheerful demeanor and playful interactions with the host and contestants. But Holly's departure from The Price is Right in the mid-1990s was marred by controversy and legal disputes, revealing a less than glamorous behind-the-scenes atmosphere. Hallstrom was dismissed from the show in 1995, and the circumstances surrounding her departure became the subject of a contentious legal battle. She claimed her dismissal was due to her refusal to support Bob Barker in his legal dispute with Dian Parkinson, and her weight gain, which was a result of a medical condition. Hallstrom alleged she was pressured to lose weight and was ultimately fired because she did not conform to the show's aesthetic expectations. Bob and the show's producers contended that Hallstrom's dismissal was due to her inability to get along with the production staff and disruptive behavior. The legal battle that ensued was both lengthy and public, casting a shadow over the show's wholesome image. Hallstrom was adamant about standing up against what she perceived as unfair treatment and discrimination based on her appearance, and her refusal to side with Barker against Parkinson. In 2005, Hallstrom won her wrongful termination and defamation case, marking a significant victory in a decade-long battle. The controversy surrounding her departure and subsequent legal fight highlighted issues related to workplace treatment, body image, and the challenges faced by women in the entertainment business. Holly's career, while significantly impacted by her time on The Price is Right and the associated controversy, reflects a narrative of resilience and standing firm in the face of adversity. Janice Pennington. Janice Pennington, born July 8, 1942 in Seattle, is widely recognized for her long-standing role as one of the original Barker's Beauties. Before that, she worked as a model and actress, even becoming one of the most notable Playboy playmates in the 70s. Her career took a definitive turn when she became a model on The Price is Right in 1972, a position she held for 29 years, making her one of the longest-serving models on the show. But her career on the show wasn't without challenges and controversies. One of the significant incidents in her career happened in 1988 during a taping of the show when she was accidentally struck by a camera. The accident resulted in serious injuries, including a broken collarbone and damage to her cheekbone and eye socket, which required surgical intervention. Despite the severity of the incident and the impact it had on her, Pennington continued to work on the show for several more years. Her departure in 2000 was abrupt and shrouded in controversy. She was unexpectedly let go from the show, sparking speculation and rumors regarding the circumstances of her departure. Pennington, who had become a familiar and beloved face to viewers over nearly 3 decades, was replaced without a formal goodbye, leaving fans and colleagues surprised and disappointed. After that, Janice Pennington has kept a relatively low profile. She co-wrote a book called Husband, Lover, Spy, A True Story, which details her experiences being married to a spy during the Cold War. Her career, while significantly defined by her time on The Price is Right, also is a narrative of adaptability and resilience, navigating the highs and lows of the entertainment industry and the challenges presented by unexpected and uncontrollable circumstances. Legacy of the Beauties. On the one hand, they're remembered for their charm, elegance, and the lighthearted entertainment they brought to the show, becoming integral components of its appeal and success. The models became household names, and their interactions with the prizes, contestants, and Barker himself were often delightful and entertaining to watch. But the legacy of Barker's Beauties is also intertwined with the controversies and legal disputes that unfolded, revealing a less glamorous aspect of the entertainment industry. In the broader context, the legacy of the Barker's Beauties serves as a reminder and a point of reflection about the complexities and paradoxes in the entertainment world. Now it's time to hear from you. Were you a fan of Barker's Beauties back in the day? Let us know in the comments section below.